very, 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 dare I say the word, introspective. Because I know Tim's like, just follow the fucking rules. But took a loss of 4.8 thousand just the other day. And I've been thinking about just how to fucking communicate it with you guys in the best possible way. And that's what this show is. No jokes, no laughs. It's a fucking sad situation. Let's roll into it. Welcome to the least probably fun episode of Jonk does PennyStocking. I've been wondering where I am the last few days, and that's why I wanted to kind of film this episode outside. But to what has been a horrible January, having to get flights back on promptu in January, losing a laptop, and then losing 4.8 thousand. But no sympathy required. Some of it's my own doing, a lot of it's my own doing. And I just wanted to say that while it might not be the funnest show, it's certainly a very, very, very educational one. Video lesson by Mark Cook on POTN, the Super Bowl stock of the year, in line with the Super Bowl being on. Really great analysis. This was a video lesson that challenge members get every week. And a Michael Good pump and dump, which was brilliant analysis of, was it FIMJ? I can't remember the ticker, but you'll see it coming up. And this was a pump and dump that I'd actually played, and I'll look to reshow it again. I didn't realise it was coming back up. But great patterns, and I will continue to watch the challenge video lessons and webinars. The reason I took the loss is simply because I was making money, and Tim Bourne explained it very well in the upcoming Steady Trade podcast on Monday. And basically, for me as a trader, I go from knowing one pattern or reasonably well, to thinking I can play the whole market when I win on that one pattern, and then I take a huge loss. And it's from thinking that you don't know the market to having too much confidence about thinking you know everything about the market, and then I just took a big loss. I should have never been playing such huge size. Yes, I broke all the rules that Tim Sykes teaches. Yes, I didn't watch his video lessons because I really thought I genuinely got it, and maybe that's an error on my part. Obviously it is. But for me, discipline is the biggest problem that I've got. I'll continue to learn patterns, but I would say like the first year, it's learning the patterns. For me, it took us a good 14-15 months to establish a couple of patterns that worked. I've got a good read for this now, or a relatively good read. I'll continue to study to improve it. But the second thing and the most important thing in year 2 and year 3 of trading is discipline. And I've got rules in place I'll show you in the next episode. But if you're still in that first phase of learning, or even if you're in the second phase, because you can never stop learning, you will really value these challenge highlights. So live the dream. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be doing this my entire life. Sucks right now, but problem fix. Like, I've got a problem with discipline. I need to put processes in place to fix it, and I will. So enjoy. Sad about taking the loss by not sticking to a plan on AFMD, but on the flip side, these solid patterns like POTN, PennyStocking framework patterns are super solid. I nailed pretty much the exact same trades as Mark Crook, and so it's so refreshing to see him go over the same trades that I was playing that he played in his video lesson. So check this out.
The intraday price action over the past 10 days, you can see this was the run up towards 90 cents. I was shorting it in here in the 70s, high 70s, before it found some support back down in the 54s, and I believe I was buying it in the 56, 57 range, maybe 58s, selling it fairly quickly before it spiked all the way back to 74. And then you had this sideways price action for 1, 2, basically 2.5 days, and the stock failed to make new highs. This is a classic penny stocking framework number 5, where you have this bounce off the 4. The 4 is the big crash. If you have not watched Penny Stocking Framework, you need to watch that immediately, because that really goes over the penny stocking pattern that the classic penny stocking pattern that you will see over and over again with these type of plays. And this gradual run up and the ultimate speeding up and the supernova towards 90 cents from the 30s really represents the number 3 fairly well. You had the 4, the crash. 5 was your sideways price action, but the bounce from the low 50s, and then you had I guess a number 6 where you short, and I missed the short off of this sideways price action, couldn't find shares to short, and this thing dropped from 70 down to 35, so that was a 50% drop, and that opened the opportunity up for another number 4, another number 5. So there were multiple 5, 6 type of setups here, and you could call this a this fading off of the sideways price action, and then the drop that was a number 6, and then I guess you could revert back to number 5.
Yeah, I mean, or you could say that was the number 7, the dead cat bounce. If there is a 7, I can't remember. I watched it a while ago. But it's classic seeing this ramp, first red day. I was dip buying here, I was dip buying here, and then no, sorry, I was dip buying here and I shorted here. I where did I can't remember anymore, but I was short on the second red day. But the patterns become clearer and clearer and clearer. It's just about playing the patterns that you know. So this is UMFG. This is from a Michael Good webinar just yesterday. He still gives webinars for the challenge, and it's proof and validation that pumps very much still exist, and you can still profit from them. And I didn't know that Michael was looking at this. It's funny when I say this on the challenge, and he's playing it as well, and he's still playing it. I kind of took it off my radar. I thought it was done, but it's not. It's back up, so I'll probably look to reshort this. But UMFG, classic example of a complete manipulated pump. There's so much more manipulation in the market than people even realize.
For you to know, even if you never actually trade that stuff.
Let him talk you through it now.
What is the link for the webinar? Same link as always. Oh, hey. Needed to close that page quickly. Okay. First, brief look. One trade I'm looking at, short UMFG. Why? Obvious reasons. It's pumping up. I can't figure out who's pumping it now, but I've had 2 shorts on it that worked out pretty nicely. And now looks like it's topping. Interesting thing with a pump like this, sometimes with pumps, with pump and dumps, they're particularly anytime you see just slow uptick almost every day for weeks on end, there's some sort of manipulation involved. It's not just a stock promotion. So here, anytime the stock's been going up or not been going down, you see market maker Micah, that's Spartan Securities, on the bid. Whenever they have pulled their bid, the stock has dumped big, like right here, right here, right here. Each of those times, they completely pulled their bid. So, for example, when it dropped from like 86 cents to 50 cents, and most likely, either they are selling on the offer, or whoever they're trading for. THCT, some sort of junk blockchain news. Okay, sorry. It's probably some sub-penny junk stock. But they're either selling on the offer, or it's not them, they're just acting, it's some person who has an account there, and that person is selling on the offer. So you don't want to, anytime you see that sort of manipulation, you don't want to trust the bid support, because as soon as it goes away, the stock will drop very, very quickly and you won't be able to get out. But this is lower volume stock. I'm short 3,000 shares from 86 cents yesterday. Hopefully I'll add in the next couple days. But that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, so again, just to reiterate, these exist. Great opportunities. The shares at Interactive broke as if you just leave your orders in at a specific price, like say I'll leave them in at 1. If it goes above 1, you're going to get filled, and take these opportunities. Thank you guys so much for watching. I just want to close by playing this song, Live Forever, piano version by Oasis, and I'll probably not get the Google fucking ad money for this, but I just want to remind you guys that the last time I played this song was a time when I was shouting off the balcony, "We will not fail," when I was going into work saying, fuck everyone, like I've got a dream, and it was romantic, and it's still romantic, and we're on this fucking journey, you and I, together to change our lives for the better. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And well, some people will be questioning the reason why they get up in the morning. You and I, they may say that we're dreamers, but at least we'll have a fucking purpose. And yes, I've taken a loss, but when you think of the things that we've achieved, we've had laughs, we've got to know each other, you and I, we have generally grown as people together. There's many of you I've made new friends with at the Sykes convention, and for me the future is still bright, it's still there. You can call me delusional. I'm sure many people who made it were also called delusional. And you know what it is? I will do it, or I'll just die trying to do it. And well, the underlying burning passion of "we will not fail" off the balcony is not what it was. I've always had an undercurrent of passion within me to create great content, to be a great advertiser at my job. In stocks, like I said it before, first year and a half is the patterns, the next year and a half is the discipline. The reason why this channel beats every other stupid motherfucker who tries to do this is because I will show the losses, I will show the wins, I will talk you through the losses, and I will never, ever quit or not show up until I'm dead or until I'm successful. So live the dream. Come and live the dream if you want to reaffirm that with me, and nothing will ever stop me. Nothing. See these stupid dicks who make a video and then 1 week to show up. What a fucking letdown. Live the dream with me. Let's meet up in person. I'll see you later.